What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. Today we have an interesting video for you comparing a bunch of different lasers because we've been getting a lot of questions about what is the best laser to buy, and the problem is there's not a best laser. There's a best laser for you and the task you're trying to perform, which I've talked about this before, so we won't get all into the nitty-gritty of it. But let's say your choice is to do tumblers. So let's talk about what I consider to be the best laser for tumblers and why. So the first contender for tumblers is the Glowforge. Now you might be thinking, Darren, the Glowforge laser can't do tumblers. And you would be right. But Daniel from the Facebook group has one, and I sent him a file and said, I know you can't run this job, but if you could, how long would it take? The Glowforge does give you an estimate as far as the time goes. So he put it in there, and it would take 16 minutes. So if you want to do tumblers, the Glowforge is not a good fit for you. Sad, but true. Option number 2, which it's really 3 options because they have multiple choices, multiple attachments. But we're going to talk about the xTool D1. Bob from the Facebook group has one. He originally had the 10 watt. He upgraded to the 20 watt, but they also have a 5 watt. So if you had the 5 watt, it would take 25 minutes to run on the xTool D1 5 watt. If you had the 10 watt, it would take 15 minutes. And if you had the 20 watt, it would take 9 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to get onto the lasers that I have. So I've got the gantry OMTech. Mine is a 55 watt. The settings that I've dialed in allow me to run that same job. So I sent the job to Bob, and I've done it on my laser. That job takes 6 minutes and 30 seconds on the gantry. Not bad. Not bad. But on the Galvo, so I've got a 30 watt Galvo that I have also run this job on. It takes less than a minute. So we've got a big spread here. We go the Glowforge kind of in the middle, but it can't even do it. And then you've got the xTool D1 at the top of 25 minutes, but 15.9, and then a gantry, and then the Galvo there at the bottom, even though the bottom should be the top. You get what I mean. Why does this matter as a business owner for you? Well, for me, it's kind of 2 things. Is the laser that you purchased or want to purchase capable of doing the job that you want? Now, like I said, the Glowforge, it can't do tumblers, but it can do flat stuff like acrylic, leather. It could do wood, stamps, all sorts of stuff. The Galvo is not really made for cutting. It's only made for marking. Could you mark acrylic? Yes. Could you cut acrylic to shape? You could maybe get it to work, but it would not be fun. The OMTech, the gantry machine, that's super versatile because you can take the rotary out, you can put the rotary in. Same with the D1. You don't have to use the rotary. You could have it on. You can have leg levelers and extensions and all sorts of stuff. But then you can also look at the prices of things. The Glowforge is more expensive than the OMTech gantry. The D1 5 watt is less than $1,000, and then you can upgrade it as you want to. So Bob, as an example, he had his started with the 10 watt, upgraded to the 20 watt, upgraded different accessories, so you can upgrade as time goes by. But the Galvo is kind of like a one-trick pony. Sorry, I keep yawning. It's late. It's 12:20 at night. It's the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. The Galvo is a one-trick pony, so it doesn't lean well if you want to do multiple things. But if you just want to do tumblers, it's awesome. So again, the best laser for you might not be the best laser for someone else, or it might not even be able to do the thing that you want it to do. So that's where I say, know what you want to do, and don't just buy a laser, buy a laser. If you are going to buy a laser, buy a laser. Buy something like the OMTech gantry that is more versatile in the things that it can do, or if you're on a tighter budget, go with the xTool D1. I'll have links to those down in the description and the contact for my guy that I buy all my Galvos from. Now me, I'm a Galvo guy. I like it. It's fast. I mostly do markings. Really, I've never done cutting. It's not my business model. It's not what I want to do. It's not how I want to run my business. So I just bought 2 more Galvo CO2 lasers. So now I'm going to have 3 fiber lasers, 3 Galvo CO2 lasers, and then the 1 gantry. I'm going to hang on to the gantry for now, but it might disappear in the future. I'd love to know what lasers you have, why you like them, why you don't like them, the pros and cons to them. But this is something to keep in mind, especially because for me, the most important thing for me is speed. I want to get these these tumblers and different things that I'm marking out the door as fast as possible. Now the disadvantage to the Galvo, which you could get around it because you could get a rotary for the Galvo. The machine's more expensive, causes more yada yada yada, which again, it depends on the business model that you're doing. You can't do big engravings if you're wanting to run them super fast on the Galvo. Then you would want to get a gantry with a rotary or use a chuck or something so that you can do full wraps or you can do bigger things. With me, I only offer one side, sometimes 2 sides, but I've got my jigs made that make it super fast, super easy to switch back and forth. So there's a lot of things to think about. And again, the biggest thing when purchasing a laser is, what do you want to do? What is the purpose? I've got a local shop to me. They bought a laser just to do patches. That's all they do on them, is they run patches. Got another print shop that they do patches and tumblers and pens and all sorts of different trinkets and tchotchkes. Great. They know what they have and why they want it. Lots of yawning in this video. It's super late. But I hope this helps you kind of think about and understand the difference in lasers. And if you have questions, join the Facebook group, ask questions. People are happy to help. Daniel from the Facebook group, he never plans on running production lasers. He has a Glowforge, he runs samples and sells jobs that way, and then has other people do the production work. Bob, I know, does a little bit of everything with his xTools. So you just have to think about it. For me, I'm all about cranking it out. I want them in, out, done as fast as possible. Because for me, if I can do a tumbler in a minute and just get them done and processed, then I can do more orders, which makes more money because I can get more out the door. It also, for me, the way that I look at it is, if someone needs a tumbler and they need it now and I can do it now and get it done fast, like I can do 50 in a matter of a couple of hours versus my competition. That might take them a couple of days or a week. So it gives me a little bit of leg up for my specific process. So again, look at what you want to buy, look at what you want to do, and then pick the tool that suits that best. Hope that helps. Hope that gives you a little bit of understanding, specifically of my logic and just the time difference of running the exact same logo on a few different pieces of equipment. Thanks for watching, Print Fam, and we'll see you in the next one.